We've all had people in our lives who give us advice. Teachers, mentors, bosses, they're great at telling us what to do. But what if the best way forward isn't about getting answers from someone else? What if it's about asking ourselves better questions? Today, we're going to dive into coaching, a totally different kind of growth that pretty much flips that whole dynamic on its head. It's a feeling we all know, right? You're stuck at a crossroads and you definitely need some direction, but the thought of someone just handing you a map feels, well, it doesn't feel right. You want to be the one to figure out the path. And that feeling, that desire for self-discovery, that's exactly where coaching begins. And look, this isn't just some small tweak on an old idea. It's a whole new way of thinking about growth. So let's just toss out that old model of an expert just downloading information into your brain. Coaching is all about unlocking the expertise you already have inside you. This definition really hits the nail on the head. Coaching is a partnership, a collaboration. It's not about being fed the right answer. Instead, it's about creating this unique space where you can find your own right answer, all through guided reflection. Okay, so this brings us to what is really the heart of the matter, the coaching shift. It's a huge change in how we tackle problems. We go from being a passive student, just taking in information, to becoming an active explorer, uncovering our own solutions. So here's the difference in a nutshell. Think about it. A teacher or mentor, they typically put information in. They share their wisdom, their experience. A coach, though, is skilled at pulling wisdom out. They use really specific kinds of questions to help you tap into what you already know, turning that spotlight completely inward. This right here, this captures that aha moment perfectly. It's that exact point where you stop looking outside for all the answers and realize, wait a minute, the power to move forward is actually inside me. It seems like a small shift, but trust me, it changes absolutely everything. Now, all of this sounds great in theory, but where coaching really shows its worth is in the real world, specifically in helping us see our own blind spots, those unconscious habits and biases from our past that are steering the ship without us even knowing it. Wow, that's a seriously honest and powerful thing to admit. Through this coaching process, this leader had a major breakthrough. Their own past was making them hesitate, and that was unintentionally holding the whole team back. That kind of raw self-awareness, that's always the first, most crucial step to making any real change. And the cool thing is, this wasn't just some vague feeling. The process actually broke it down into real, concrete steps. First, you just have to acknowledge the bias is even there. Then, you dig a little deeper to figure out where it's coming from, separating an old wound from today's reality. And finally, you use that new insight to lead in a much more balanced, open way. It's a clear roadmap from a hidden problem to a conscious solution. So, what does it actually take to be a good coach? You might be wondering. Well, it isn't some kind of magic. It's a very specific set of skills that all work together to create the perfect environment for these kinds of breakthroughs to even happen. It really boils down to these three pillars. Patient listening, and I mean really listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk. It's about giving your thoughts space to fully form. Then you have insightful questions, the kind that spark new ways of thinking. And finally, a non-judgmental posture, which is the foundation that makes you feel safe enough to be honest. See, when all those skills come together, you get this bubble of psychological safety. It becomes this protected space where you can be brutally honest with yourself without any fear of being judged. And that is where the real self-discovery begins to bloom. But hey, coaching isn't just about staring at your navel and thinking deep thoughts. The whole point is to build a solid bridge from that internal reflection to real, tangible action in the real world. It's all about turning that aha moment into a here's how I'm going to do it plan. When you get right down to it, the most profound thing you learn is this. It all comes down to alignment. Coaching helps you make sure that what you're doing on the outside, your vision, your goals, is a true reflection of who you are on the inside. And when those two things match up, your leadership becomes so much more authentic and powerful. Coaching is also amazing at helping you create powerful metaphors, these little mental pictures that make complex ideas stick. In this case, the different leadership styles on a team were imagined as a relay race. It's a brilliant visual for teamwork, right? Each person is running in their own lane, doing their own thing, but everyone is moving together towards the exact same finish line. No competition, just collaboration. So if you remember just one thing, let it be this. Coaching is the bridge.
It takes all the messy, tangled thoughts and internal roadblocks we have, and it helps us build a clear, sturdy path to get from where we are to where we want to be.
Maybe the best way to sum all of this up is with this one final thought. Coaching is both a mirror and a map. The mirror, it helps you see yourself clearly, the good, the bad, the blind spots. And the map, well, it helps you take that new self-awareness and actually plot a course forward. So the real question isn't just what you can learn from others, but what powerful truths are just waiting for you to uncover within yourself.